The Bible barely mentions religion. The word religion only appears 5 times in the whole biblical text. 4 of those times it talks about it in an almost derogatory sense. 1 time it talks about religion as pure religion. And that is, pure religion is the caring for the widows and orphans and needy of society, while being unspotted from the world. Well, which word did they use there for world? There's 5 different Greek words that are translated into world commonly in the Bible. Which one did the authors use? And that will tell us what they're talking about there. Well, the one they used was the one that means constitutional order or system of government. It actually, by the Romans, is defined as the state. It comes from the word komizo, which means to take care of. And there are 2 ways in which people take care of the needy of their society. One is they do it through free will offerings, faith, hope, and charity, and the perfect law of liberty. And the other one, they do it through force, fear, and violence. It's time to contribute. And one is of God, and one is not of God. God does not want you to force your neighbor to take care of you. If you set up a system like that, what should have been for your welfare will become that snare we've talked about. So the Bible mostly talks about government. Covenants, they mention like 700 times. Contracts, agreements. It mostly talks about that in relationship to contracts with governments. I mean, Cain and the city-states, Sodom and Gomorrah, Babylon, Egypt, it's all governments. Jesus comes preaching the kingdom of heaven is at hand. I appoint unto you a kingdom that's not to be like the governments of the Gentiles. It's all about government, because the government is how we relate to one another. Do we force our neighbors to take care of us when we need help? Or do we live by faith? Now, the Bible is about faith, because government is about faith. Full faith and credit. Allegiance is a term of faith. So where's your allegiance? Is it to God? Is it to what is right? Is it to what is just? Is it to the characteristics of God, which is justice and mercy? Is that where your allegiance lies? Or does it lie with men who may or may not follow the ways of God? The fact is governments often meddle in religion far more than religion meddles in government, because most governments now provide for the needy through a system of forced contributions. But that's not what God originally wanted. It's not what Christ was doing. It was what Caesar and Nimrod were doing and the Pharaoh was doing. But we weren't supposed to go that way. We were not to be like those men. So yes, the Bible has a lot in it about religion, but mostly about how we keep straying from pure religion, which is how we take care of one another by faith, hope, and charity.